back. Alright, hopefully you took that time to go get up, go stretch, grab you some dinner, a snack, hydrate your bones, all that stuff. We're gonna see if we can actually finally finish this chapter today, because I've been stuck on chapter 2 for the longest. We need to move on, so let's see if we can get started. Yes, go ahead. You went out to break other game. What game did you break, Crow? Yes, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. In any case, I didn't shoot him. You don't even have proof I stole that pistol, do you? And that brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Merkititz was shot in the temple or not. Dang, you are so cruel. Call the lamb experimental crowd control. Oh no. Oh no. I don't you know what? No, I'm curious. What did you break? What did you break with CC turned on for that game? Lord have mercy. Also, I forgot. Yeah, it is relatively new. I'm guessing it's the beta version still, or early access version, I should say. You did one redeem and the game broke. Oh, well, GG's. You went back later? That chart was dangerous, you understand. I need to get rid of it. That's why I went that day. But you couldn't get the chart then, could you? And later that night, Dr. Merkititz was shot. I heard about the shooting, waited a day, but then I had to go back. No easy feat with the cops all over the place. Ah, that was you? Where you broke into the freaking office? Oh my god. Of course it was her. So you were the burglar. That was you too. If only I had one more minute. Then I could have opened that safe and gotten the chart. What? That's trespassing and brazen at that. Exactly! You over here smashing windows and breaking into homes? Like, what the hell? Oh, and this is a trial for trespassing now? Besides, you can't blame a girl for wanting to protect herself. They are gangsters, you know. Of course. In any case, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination. Admitting the little crime to avoid the big one, eh? Cross-examination. Merkititz clinic, too.
Hold it!
Why that day? That brat was uncontrollable. He really was ready to kill. And that would bring in the police. And that chart would become evidence. And I'd be hung out to dry. But the police didn't check the safe, did they? Well, they thought the crime scene was the park. I'll make sure the responsible parties feel the heat. I like how you also, say things with a smile to some degree, like Miles Edgeworth when it comes to well, I guess Detective Gumshoe is gonna lose some money today. Such sloppiness won't be tolerated, ja? I'm kind of thankful for that sloppiness myself, actually.
Hold it!
Later, when I heard what happened, well, I was too scared to do anything that day. So I waited until the day after. The 16th, was it? Of course, you and that meddling kid had to get in my way. But why did Dr. Merkititz keep that chart around? It was clearly dangerous for him. He could have burned it. Because he's a coward. The chart was his insurance. Insurance? My signature on that chart, to be more specific. That made sure I couldn't betray him. It could be you. But you could have stolen it. Could have. Is this some new definition of proof? We'll ask Walkie. He'll tell us. I don't think he will. Might I remind you, this is a cross-examination. You might want to keep your baseless theories to yourself. Okay. He's right, isn't he?
Hold it!
Yeah, but what? You have nothing to say. This case is over. It was over the moment that Brad was seen in the park. What's the point in dragging it out any further?
Hold it!
The doctor was shot in the right temple, yes? So it seems. Let's review the facts again, shall we? If the killer shot from this location, the bullet would have struck our victim square in the forehead. However, the entry wound was in the right temple. Right, and he turned his head because old buddy yelled at him. Or did something. Yes, we heard the testimony on this yesterday. At the time of the shooting, the witness was standing here. Right. Just before the gun was fired, he shouted. The victim turned his head and to look and was shot. No, it was the other way. But that testimony was proven to be a lie. Our egregious panty snatcher, Mr. Stickler, did witness the crime, but he was standing to the north, next to the trash can where he tossed those panties, right. If Mr. Stickler shouted from this location, the bullet couldn't hit his right temple. Silly, silly attorney. What? Do you remember what you had for breakfast that morning? How about you go sit down and figure out what you need to eat, ma'am? Maybe that slop they serving in prison, because it sounds like you deserve it. And do you remember Trucy? I always have a glass of milk for breakfast. What matters is one thing. The doctor was shot in his right temple. If that's the case, there can only be one explanation. The panties guy was mistaken. No.
Objection!
No. But his location was proven. You can't write that off as him being mistaken.
Objection!
You know, don't go slamming into the furniture. Somebody gotta pay for that if you leave a dent. Then why don't you show us, Air Forehead? Show you? What? Must I explain everything? Very well, let's recap. If the witness panties guy was standing to the north, then where was the shooter standing? From what location did the killer shoot the victim? But wait, if the witness was standing there, how could anyone shoot the victim in the right temple? I merely laid out the facts for us. It is up to the one possessing the shiny forehead to show us. If you can, that is. Wakikataki was standing at the killer mark. Wesley Stickler at the witness mark. And of course, Pal Merkatitz was at the victim mark. Let's hear what the defense has to say. Where was the killer standing when they shot the victim? At the killer mark, at the witness mark, someplace else. No, someplace else. As the facts stand now, we can explain this crime without contradicting ourselves at some point. But I know why. The real killer shot from an entirely different location. Yes, it did. Yes, they did. What are you talking about? I don't see any other place. Apparently Mr. Justice does. Yes, and before you penalize me again, we're gonna say, but I already remember where the killer was hiding. Let's hear it. Where in the park did the killer shoot the victim from?
Objection!
No, I got this. It's time to raise the roof and the stakes. What you mean? Eh? Penalties are such frightening things, don't you think? But what if they were a bit more terrifying? Oh, so you're gonna threaten my life even more! Y'all can't see it because the meter for, the sweet versus spicy is covering it. But, just look at the green in the bar. How much are you? 2? You gonna highlight 2 segments of what I have left over, which is not much. It's only 4 more marks. Like so. You are an ass! Double penalty? And Forehead wishes to take us in a new direction. Then he must be ready for the challenges ahead. Oh, I'm glad I saved before this. Challenge accepted. It's justice time. Are you sure, Apollo? He is the witness. Mr. Stickler's testimony. If we believe that, and we know where he stood, and the victim turned when he shouted, there's only one place the killer could have been. The killer shot the victim from here. Wee! Right there. Wait. Right there.
Take that!
We believe we all owe a debt of gratitude to Miss Alita Tiala. What do you mean? Thanks to you, we had a chance to review the crime. And this time, we were prepared. We know that Wesley Stickler was telling the truth. We should have listened to him from the beginning. Wesley Stickler was standing next to the trash can when he saw the 2 men. He shouted just as he told us in his testimony. And the victim turned to look in his direction. A shot was fired. The victim was hit in the right temple. Oh no! Oh yes. Which direction was his right temple facing at that moment? That's right, toward the noodle stand. Order! So you're saying the killer was inside the noodle stand?
Objection!
No. This is plausible. Let's think about this a bit more, shall we? You say the killer was inside the noodle stand, which would mean the victim, Dr. Mertitz, came to the park, wheeling his own murderer in the cart behind him. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I think you'd notice if you were pulling someone along.
Objection!
There's something we should worry about before that. Why was he pulling the noodle stand in the first place? That part.
Objection!
Let's deal with the problems one at a time, shall we? Someone was hiding in the stand. We have not come this far to talk about possibilities. Let's talk about proof, baby. Show us evidence that proves someone was in that stand. Can I prove that? You want evidence that someone was in that stand? Well, I've got it. Well, too bad. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh, we should save. We should definitely save before we think about that. Before we choose. Hang on, let me look. Ooh, child. Alright. Yes, we love Clavier, Savvy. I can agree with Clavier. It's that other heathen. We don't, no. Not today. We don't support that. Okay, so this is where it was. There's nothing weird about this. It's just a cover. Noodle stand. There's nothing strange about this here. I don't know if I got the evidence. Okay, we looked at that. All right, cool. Okay. So let's go down the list and read at a high level. Yes, not the attorney's badge. It wasn't me. Don't you put that on me. No. Twinsies can. Oh no, that twinsy cannot. No. No. His brother, the one who's behind the stand right now. Yes. I'll let him hit once. Only once. Because I can get the goods from my top 5. I don't care what anybody say. Any case, he can only get it once. The other one, absolutely fucking not. No deal. Keep him away from me. I don't want him. I don't want him. I don't care if he looks like his brother. I don't want him. I don't want him. I don't. Okay, we got the mirror that's torn off the car. Custom-made bowl. Panties, which we're not going to talk about no more. This cell phone in the car. Okay, it's Wesley's. Fingerprints, yes. Mercantit's autopsy report. Mm-hmm, yes. Knife, yes. Noodle stand, victim died pulling it. Mm-hmm. People found in the trash can at People Park. Uh-huh, some more panties. Oh yeah, it was Little Plumes Bloomers. Walkie's checkup report. Mm-hmm. Got the pistol, the fingerprints wiped. Got some slippers with some dirty ass feet in there, and we found that at the clinic. And then we also got some sandals that was also at the clinic. So both of these. Oh, but these were left in the trash can. Ooh, maybe? We did see these in the trash can with them dirty ass feet in here. Ooh, we might have something. We just might. Okay, all right, let's go for it. Well, I've got it. Well, too bad. Maybe I've got it right here. Oh God. Intriguing. Let's see what you've got. Show us proof that someone was hiding in the noodle stand. If you remember where we found these.
Take that!
The Mercantit's clinic, and they're covered with paint. These slippers were found in the trash can near— oh, that's right! I forgot the paint bit. In the trash can near the crime scene. And a single slipper print was found at the scene. Yes, right next to the noodle stand. Oh, you sweating now, honey! Oh, and Miss Tiala, your dirty little toes, was found in the left slipper. In other words, this is proof you were inside that noodle stand. Aye!
Objection!
Yet there was only one slipper mark found at the scene. Can this be called a footprint in good faith? It's the feathers for you? Right. Observe the diagram. A park pathway runs right next to the slipper marks. A slipper wouldn't leave a trace on the cobblestone path.
Objection!
Yet you still cannot say this is a footprint, y'all. Why not? You have an impression. You have an impression left by a single slipper. What if it was on the stand and simply fell to the ground?
Objection!
No. That's just it really is. One more thing. A noodle stand is typically cluttered with the tools of the noodle making trade. There's no room for a person to ride in there. Oh, no, they could. You have a point. Someone have hidden in that stand. The bowls were outside of his noodle shop. They were all found in his place. Apollo, I think I might be onto something. I think I figured out one of our pieces of evidence. In order to make room in the stand, some things would have to be removed, exactly, which was the bowl. Well, Mr. Justice, you have proof that someone could have hidden in the stand. Oh God, I possibly do, maybe. It's the one piece of proof that didn't make sense of us collecting this entire time. But yeah, maybe. I can prove one thing. Someone did scheme to clear space in that stand. Wasn't it? Because nothing else here makes sense. What's this lamp? Okay, yeah, we don't care. Wait, hold up. Red stain on the cord. I hope it's not this lamp. That would be so silly. I think it's the bowl, though, because, I mean, we haven't presented this yet. What reason would we need to present this bowl? This is a noodle bowl from the stolen Eldon noodle shop. Yes, and what about it? We discovered a large quantity of these bowls yesterday. Oh yeah, they were in the clinic. I forgot. I knew we saw like a stack of bowls somewhere. And I was like, yeah, they weren't in that noodle stand. In the lobby of the Mercantit's clinic. Large quantity of noodle bowls in the victim's clinic. Sheldon was very clear about those bowls. I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there too. Yet the bowls were removed. That night, there was space inside that noodle stand. Space created at the Mercatus Clinic, no less. Right around the time that you were there, Miss Alita Tiala. No, there's no stopping. There's no stopping. There's a guilty sentence coming your direction, ma'am. I won't listen to any more of these wild fantasies. No, not fantasies. They're worse lies than that spoiled brat's pickup lines. Wow, you really hate Waki, don't you? I would like to remind the witness of her current status. This court does not consider you entirely innocent. Show me an innocent. I'll show you a fairy tale. In any case, the offense has somehow made its point. The witness had both a motive and an opportunity to kill Dr. Mertens. More fairy tales? This whole trial is a fairy tale. Then please, pull us back down to reality, Miss Tiala. I'm giving you one last chance to explain yourself. This is it. Why was Dr. Mertens pulling that stand that night? And what was Alita Tiala doing inside it? Time to get to the bottom of this case. You know what? That is true. I am curious. Keep on talking, Miss Tiala. That night I went to ask Dr. Mertens for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kataki family's hands. But Dr. Mertens didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Katakis had sent me. So I gave up and went home. And all I did was talk to him. No, I don't think you did. I don't think you did. You knew about the botched operation. So you tried to get rid of the chart to save yourself. I won't make excuses. And I did warn the good doctor. I gave him a chance. I told him that Brett got his health checkup report. And that he was coming to settle the score. I see. Very well, Mr. Justice. Begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. This is the last testimony. Either I perceive the truth, or it's over. It's all right, we got this. Tiala's explanation. Oh, we already coming out the gate with perceiving. I see. What's happening here? Oh, here again. Not doing anything with her face. Anything with the ring again? I don't see it. The Sharingan! There's gotta be something moving on her. Nothing with the ears. Let me see. So pass real quick. Okay. So it's just highlighted through all this dialogue, I see. Okay. I wasn't sure if, like, it just being highlighted was the indicator, but no, let's press on some things.
Hold it!
So you did go to steal that chart. Were you listening? I said I asked him for it. The victim was a man in good health. I don't see how she could have coerced him. True, it would have been impossible without a pistol. But what if she did have a pistol? I'll admit I wanted the chart that much is true. My reason was simple. Okay.
Hold it!
It certainly would have put a damper on your wedding plans, I'd say. Not only that, if the Katakis had gotten that chart, I'd probably be with Dr. Merktitz now, pulling that great noodle stand in the sky. Oh, please. Seems our witness was in a fix as well. Who wouldn't want to die pulling a noodle stand? When I die, it will be by disappearing mysteriously in the middle of a magic act. Oh, don't say that, Trucy. Could we be a little less morbid, please? Yes. So you see, I needed that chart.
Hold it!
He didn't understand. He wouldn't listen to a word I was saying. The moment he saw me, he started to tremble. Ha! I thought, what a sad excuse for a man. Please don't smile like that anymore, it's creepy. He was practically delusional.
Hold it!
They sent you? He thought the Katakis had sent me to get the chart. It makes some sense. You are their son's fiancé. Don't make me laugh. The Katakis sent me? They don't play that way. If they'd known about that chart, they would have gone in there with guns blazing. But I couldn't convince the trembling doctor otherwise. Her kink is torturing not this. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Tig. You're absolutely not. I agree with you with that one.
Hold it!
If that was what really all that happened, what were all those noodle bowls doing there? How should I know? They weren't any bowls when I went. I know that much. Why don't you let me be a good look? Why don't you let me be and go look for your killer someplace else, all right? Do I detect uncertainty there? This is my last chance. Apollo, any word from your bracelet? Yeah, actually. I felt it respond. I couldn't see a thing. It's up to you, Apollo. Time to perceive the truth. Here comes justice. Asked for the chart. Had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Katakis' family hands. Dr. Merktitz didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Katakis had sent her. No, I want to perceive this a little more. Watch your hand right here. Okay. Alright, no, hear it again. You a little itchy there, Miss Tiala.
Gotcha!
All I did was talk and lie. This Pride Month, not Strafe Month. You stay. Oh, no, my God. Oh, my God. Tig, please. Need some Cetaphil for that itch. Also, enjoy the 3-minute ads. What? Show me proof. I'm pretty sure about this one. I think I'm getting the hang of this. A little slip in confidence, and they give it all away. The proof is you, Miss Tiala. All I did was talk to him, you claim. You can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say these words. My twitch? What are you talking about? No one follow her on her own Twitch account. Actually, you know what? I'm curious now. No one judge me. No one judge me. Oh my God, there's an actual person named that. I had to check. I had to do it just for science. And I'm glad I did it just for science. And now I hope so. Dear God, I don't want them coming in here and being like, "Hey, I got shouted out in your stream." And then be like, "Oh, I see you're playing the Apollo Justice series. I see. I get this a lot." They see Alita on screen. Like, imagine your name being in a game. And people are just like, "I'm curious if they have a Twitch account." It'll be a great meeting story. You are completely right, Savvy. It's just be like, "Oh, I was just minding my business, playing an Ace Attorney game, and you know what? I decided to look up the name of an Ace Attorney character to see if they actually resided on Twitch because they mentioned their Twitch. And so, haha, I did a funny and was just like, do they actually have a Twitch?" And yeah, they do. And now we're best friends. You have a habit of scratching the area of your neck around the edge of your scarf. You should shout out I refuse. I refuse. No, because someone has done that before and they've done it multiple times, misspelling my fucking name. And I'm just like, nah, I hate that person. I hate that person. They tried to be as cool as my OC and they are not. What? This is working. Better than I'd hope. Her unconscious actions tell the truth she won't say. Habits and lies. 2 dots. Connect the dots and find the truth. Just don't look at me like that. I told you the truth. It seems that when you recall what really happened in that office, you can't keep your hands off your neck, can you? Look at her pout. She's so nervous. She looked like she licked the lemon. You know how that meme that's been going around where, you know, a person licks the lemon and then you just see their lips just get sucked into their mouth? Yeah, that's what she's looking like right now. You want to see the clash? That's wild. It seems that nervous habits are unconscious reactions that manifest when someone is trying to hide something. She needed some Cetaphil or Allegra. She'll be alright, Apollo. You can't hide behind your scarf, Miss Tiala. Something happened between you and the victim in the Mercatus Clinic office. I've got proof that shows exactly what happened. I do? I have proof that... Wait, what now? What now? Something happened between you and the Merctits. And oh, that's right. No, I do. Because we saw this bullet squished from impact at the back of the safe. Yeah. I think this is it.
Take that!
Am I going to get penalized? Oh, fuck. I'm going to get penalized. What do you mean? She was there! What do you mean? I knew you were bluffing. Huh? I could tell by the way you fondled your spiky hair. Fuck! No! No! Let me try again! I want another chance. I want another chance. I got it this time. I got it. Let me try again. Oh. Uh-huh. Yes. Yes, we got this. we got this now. Okay. It's clearly the lamp. It's clearly the lamp. That's what we fucked up. That's where we fucked up. We just need to show the lamp. Yep. Yes. Continue. Yeah. You can't this time. Okay, gotta make sure I actually picked save and not load. No. Why she got a chicken on her chest? We don't know. Tig. It's like that lady who wore the goose. Yeah, it's like that. Or swan. No, it was a swan. That's right. So. Wait, we can't look at these, can we? Oh, okay, we can. All right. I thought it was going to give us 3D view. Nothing on these dusty ass feet, right? Okay, yeah. Figured. All right. Just, going through our options here. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, there's a red stain. Yeah, they were painting some fixtures and broke this bulb. Yeah. So you got mad and tossed this lamp at him.
Take that!
What's that? I knew it was the fucking lamp. God damn it. Yes, the swan heifer. You're touching your scarf again. Not you pointing out her weakness. There's something unusual about this lamp. You mad they bought that ugly ass lamp? Yeah, it is something. Eh? Seeing how you hide your neck. Oh. I think I can come up with a plausible explanation for the lamp state. You know what? If it's the same scenario as... I won't mention where in the Ace Attorney series. But there is a certain case where somebody got choked. I wonder if this is what happened to her as well. And then I'll just be like, you know what? You're valid for killing them. You're very valid. Well, spit it out. This talking in circles nonsense is killing me. Very well. The answer is very simple, Miss Alita Tiala. Please remove your scarf. Yeah. Yeah. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Objection!
This is a trial to determine what happened in that park. Yet we seem to have drifted off target. Oh no, this is very relevant. We'll find out soon enough if we're drifting. As soon as the witness removes her scarf, yeah. I won't do. Oh no, go ahead. It's insane. I'm an unrelated third party. Oh no, I believe you're very related. Nope. Remove your scarf.
Miss Tiala, afraid you've forgotten what's already been proven.
What?
You're hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf.
No! No! Go ahead and show the court, honey. I knew it. So I was right, wasn't I, Miss Alita Tiala?
Yikes! Your neck. That isn't what I think it.
Oh, it is. Oh, it sadly is. Something did happen that night at the Mercantit's clinic. You needed to get that chart back no matter what it took. Also, I wondered. Stop, Tig. I knew you were gonna go in that direction. I knew you were gonna go in that direction. God damn you. Oh man. Also, this is also why my favorite Ace Attorney game, Unbiased, is my favorite Ace Attorney game. And I say unbiased, meaning I'm not factoring nostalgia, because if I factor in nostalgia, it would be the first trilogy by a landslide. But no, I got confirmation why my favorite Ace Attorney game is my favorite now. My top favorite. Even if you had to steal your fiance's pistol to do it.
What? Wait! Looking at this lamp in the witness's neck, it looks like the very opposite happened.
Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was this witness, specifically. You like Edgeworth 1? I too like Edgeworth 1. Better than Edgeworth 2 for various reasons. It tried, but yeah, without spoils, I will just say it was a weaker ending than the first one, from what I recall. So, it was good. Best final boss fight. You like Blaze? I like Arrow. You tried to threaten Dr. Mercatus and he attacked you. That's what happened that night at the Mercatus clinic. I'm sorry, baby. I am so sorry. But also, if I don't think she should have killed someone, but I can see why she got mad. I do see that. Wanna hold hands? Sure. Hold up. Let me put this controller down. Zoom in, and then just like, you know. Oh, gotta. There we go. There we go. There we go. Shh. Don't pay attention to the hip. Don't do that. That's rude. There you go. I'm reaching my hand out. I know my leg is coming out, but I'm reaching my hand out. There you go. It's right there. It's just right there. It's just right there. You saw him and forgot everything else going on. Yeah, you know what? It has that effect on people sometimes, you know? Just hips don't lie, even if it's just one of them. The other one's just like, no, I'm staying hidden over here. You ain't getting me. You ain't getting my ass. This is why you take my things, Tig. Give it back. Give me Dragon Daddy back. Oh, so hi, Bento. Sneezes on hand. I don't need, germs on my hand. Hello? Who gave you the authority? Who gave you the authority to do that? Just rude. Putting mucus on my hand. Oh, thank you. Thank you for giving me the baby. I love him so much. I love him so much. Yes, I do. I love him so much. I love Raihan. I love Raihan. Take that, Tick. Yay! Yay! Mucus on the baby. No mucus on the baby. Go ahead. Go ahead. You just keep on. Arrow, no! I was betrayed! Top 10 anime betrayals. That's wild. Oh, I can't have nothing nice on my own stream. Terrible. Just terrible. Yay! Thank yous. Oh, not me crying. There we go. Yay. Yay. This is what I do.
Get the hell out.
Wow.
Get out. Get out. Get out.
How was I rude?
Get out.
How the heck was I rude? What you mean? How was I rude? How was I rude? How was I rude? You sneezed mucus on my hand. What do you mean? How was I rude? Help me understand. I can't have nothing nice. Nothing nice with you heathens. I'm disgusted. I'm so freaking disgusted right now. I'm gonna get y'all back. Don't you worry. I'm gonna get y'all back. It's gonna be a wondrous time. I'll remember all these offenses. Every single one of them. Will someone please tell me what really happened? I did not ask to hold a nasty-ass lizard in my arms. I told you the truth already. I went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Merktitz. Ooh. Why he looking like that? See, there was a gun present. So the bullet ain't proved that? Okay, whatever. Sure, we'll go with the lamp. So he grabbed the lamp and like somehow wrapped the cord around your neck. I'm not gonna lie, this sounds a little outlandish, but you know, it's okay. Yeah, you know what? You're right, Tig. You absolutely right. And I'm gonna remember this. I will remember this. He's coming for you. Looks like my clinic's seen its last patient. We have to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe. Give it to me. So you can save your own skin? What? I know what you're up to. You want in with the family. And if they see that chart, you're finished. Leaving me holding the short straw. But if I'm going down, I want some company. You. And what happened next? He jumped at me and knocked me to the floor. How? When you were aiming a gun at him. Then he took that cord. Oh, God. Good Lord! Oh, my God. Can't we get off the screen? Paul Mercantile was serious. Deadly serious. He really tried to strangle me. Yeah, keep it moving. Keep it moving. I must have blacked out. That's so sad. But again, you know what? Valid. Not this! Not this, Errol, please. Listen, I just want to be cuffed by Rio. That's all I want. It's just a simple request. It don't matter if he cuffs me in the front, over my head, behind my back. I just want to be cuffed by him. That's it. Oh. Every time I'm a heathen, someone raids me. Hi, Nia. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid, hon. I appreciate it. Welcome in, raiders. Hi, if this is your first time here, I am Blazette Midnight, your casual Dragon Queen VTuber here on Twitch. And we are not misbehaving. I don't know what Crow is talking about. We are playing some Apollo Justice right now. And yes, my lovely chat gave me a nasty ass pillow of Bowser, who is my ex. If you don't know my lore, you can do ! Dragon Daddy, ! lore, ! Raihan. No, I don't even know if Raihan's it, but it's one of those. You'll bring up my lore. So, not you do not believe me. I was not misbehaving. I don't know what you're talking about, Nova Faye. I was innocent. Oh, you know what? If you're tired, hungry, and need to go take care of some other things, your mental and physical health comes first. So if you need to leave the stream and not witness the crimes that have been committed today, you are free to do so. Anyway, here's a raid video. Enjoy.
My path is the only path I can take. Yeah, I know it's chosen. There ain't no easy road. I gotta create it. It's not given. I'm just living. I'm just living. Coming through, shake it up your seat, hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going, hold the drive. Let the downside up to top notch, whatever haters do. Hot top that, do it like this, do it like that, do it like how it did, but now I do it like what?
Feed your artist.
Determination, like just imagine things that happen. Except the ass laughing, you go there, please gotta keep asking. Losers terribly active facto. What you don't possess, it's not in stores. I work my ass while you in a bed snore. Turning dust to gold, hardcore. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it up your seat, hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going, hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it up your seat, hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going, hold the drive.
Yeah, welcome in. Some people just want to be menaces in my chat. That's all. That's it. That's simply it. And the red splotch on the cord was your lipstick. Dang. I didn't want to remember that. Now, I don't blame you, Alita. That's why I didn't bring it up. There. Are you happy now? I'm not, because he tried to strangle you, honey. And on top of that, that man should have been kicked to the curb. And other violent things. But I can't say that on stream. So, not you pointing. Wild. Sorry, your love, your brain is hurting right. No, please go get you some rest, Nia. Thank you so much for sharing your community with me. But no, seriously. Take care of yourself, lie down, get you some rest. Do not feel obligated that you need to stay here or raid and dip. Even if you just be like, here, Blaze, take folks, goodbye. I will not hold it against you. Please treat yourself well, love. Use the Shuriken on her again. Eh? I was out cold, almost killed. I mean, you right, because if he strangled you with that freaking lamp cord, I'm ready to throw hands with him. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, she did some evil things, but she kind of went through some shit. And you claim I didn't snuck into that noodle stand. But how could I? Okay, but that is the truth. Yo, Fallen Falls, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome in, Raiders. Hi, if you don't know me, I am Blazette Midnight, your casual drag queen VTuber here on Twitch, and we are playing some Apollo Justice. Oh gosh, and now you pass out. Please go get you some rest, Nia. I'm assuming you collaborated with collaborated. What is collaborative? Collaborated with Fallen Falls. So welcome in. Since you are here, and I have a feeling Nia's just like, you should watch Blaze's raid video. It's pretty dope. I will show it again, but also because other people like it. So if you don't know who I am, feel free to watch it. But also, if you need to raid and dip as Nia as well, please take care of yourself. But enjoy this raid video. Yay!
My path is the only path I can take. Yeah, I know it's chosen. There ain't no easy road. Gotta create it. It's not given. I'm just living. I'm just living. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it like it's heat. Hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going. Hold the drive. Let the downside up to top notch. Whatever haters do. I top that. Do it like this. Do it like that. Do it like how it did. But now I do it like what?
Feed your artist.
Determination, like just imagine things that happen. Set the ass laughing. You go there. Please gotta keep asking. Losers terribly active facto. What you don't possess, it's not in stores. I work my ass while you in a bad store. Turning dust to gold, hardcore. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it like it's heat. Hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going. Hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it like it's heat. Hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going. Hold the drive.
No matter what others tell you here, I have committed no crimes, including the stuff that you may see in the quote bank. Oh. Yes, I'm calling Alita Tiala, which we found out is an actual Twitch username.
Well, one thing is clear. We now know what really happened at the Mercantile Clinic. And it would seem that our victim was not entirely without blame himself.
Oh, absolutely. So, you know, if he died, he died. So, yeah. I'm just like, well, you know what? Sure. She's an awful person. But yeah, she technically did some things in self-defense, but again, I probably wouldn't kill a person. Still don't know why she was in that noodle stand necessarily, though. It's okay, they're your best friend of 10 years. Oh, you must show them all your sides. Well, I am honored that you have taken the liberty to showcase me to your bestie. So, it is a pleasure to meet you. Again, I promise I'm not that much of a sussy person. All the time. How do you get out of here? See? A wholesome, innocent quote. Look at that. Nothing sussy right there. All right, so moving on. That was all Jay. You see that? Jay said that. Jay said that. That was not me. That is something Jay said. See? See, that was something Raz said. You see that? Ha! Y'all can't get me. Ha! Take that. I'm sorry. I get so nervous just thinking of it. It's hard to breathe. I'm y'all over here trying to find all the sussy quotes. I did want to make beefaloo stew. It was gonna be delicious. Kirby needs to eat. Okay? Don't question it. What was happening in February that would make Pulse say that? Oh, that is great. I've told you everything. Can I go home now?
You bear some responsibility for events that day, true.
I like how it's calling out everybody but me right now in the quote bank.
Yet, if you were also a victim, this court would owe you some sympathy. Well, Mr. Justice, I believe this clears up the remaining questions for Miss Tiala.
When did this happen? Suddenly everyone's sympathizing with her. Well, yeah, because she pretty much got choked out by a lamp cord. I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo. I mean, is that it? The quote bank really is bent on like exposing everyone but me right now, and I love this. Do we know everything we need to know about Miss Tiala?
Very well. This finishes the cross-examination of this.
I feel like you're about to interrupt, and, you know, just in case you ask any more of me. Waki's gonna interrupt, isn't he? Oh, okay, no, it's gonna be this asshole. Not she's a cannibal! No! Oh my god, I had to be talking about the animatronics. You see what game I was playing, so I had to be talking about some wild shit that the animatronics were thinking. I need to go through that VOD, because that VOD has some very memorable moments. Which, by the way, if you ever need a good laugh and you just want to watch, you know, previous streams and ain't got much to do with your time, there you go. There's the VODs channel. Enjoy it.
Not so fast. This party's just getting started. Now we rock!
Rock and roll.
For what? Those spikes on your head are softer than they look. Or do you not have the stomach to go all the way?
Stomach to go all the way where?
Prosecutor Gavin? Pal Mercatits choked Alita Tiala.
She felt okay, we can move on from that.
But what happened next?
He's right, there is more we don't know. But she was choked hard. Okay, we can stop with this, please. But yes, she would have been out for a while. Even still, what if it was her and that? Oh, that makes sense. She was probably knocked out, placed in the noodle cart, and God knows what he was about to do with her. He probably was trying to dump her body into like a lake, but he had to, like, you know, transport it in a manner that wouldn't make him seem so suspicious. And that would make so much fucking sense, because his clinic is right next to Eldune's noodle housing place. So he probably saw the cart, plopped her in there, you know, started carrying it out to People's Park, ended up running into Walkie, and Walkie got into an argument with him, and old buddy was like, no, stop that. And that's when she actually became conscious and was just like, oh no, what's happening? Where am I? Seeing that he's the one carrying the cart and there's like a scuffle going on, she's just like, I still got this gun. Let me pop him in the skull real quick. And yeah, that's what happened. That's what I'm theorizing. It's been a minute since I've seen the outcome of this game, but Yeah, you can tell she's guilty. I knew that part, at least. I couldn't remember all the tiny details of this game. Of this case. Excuse me. Not, well, game too, but this case. Lita Tiala, half dead, Dr. Merktitz pulling that stand, and a bullet fired from inside the noodle stand. Yes, exactly. What if it's all true? You might have already figured out what happened that night. Yeah. Miss Alita Tiala, as you can see, we're not through with you just yet. You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you? You too, Prosecutor Gavin? Me? Fraudulent. I only wish to know the truth. But you're penetrating the lurk hole, Tig. Why are you penetrating the lurk hole, Tig? Not this. Watch you exposing that quote. That's wild. Well, let's go back over what we've learned up till now. On the day of the murder, Waki saw his checkup report, from which he learned about the bullet still inside him. So he took a pistol from the family stash. Damn, not you getting rough with y'all. Let me stop. I'm gonna shut up. I'm just gonna shut up. I'm just going to shut up. Because I know what somebody's gonna try and do to me. With the intent to give Dr. Merktitz some of his own medicine. And Miss Tiala heard about this from Waki. So she went to the Merktitz clinic ahead of him. I don't want to see your face, Tig. I don't. See, I'm glad Lime said that and not me. Ooh, I was like, ooh, I don't remember saying that, but yes. Any case, in order to get rid of the chart with her signature. But then something happened. Why do we keep going back here? We've seen it enough. Why do you keep showing her getting choked out on screen? Please! Sounds like you figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold. Yeah, exactly. But what about Dr. Merktitz? Does that seem to be be the problem? He had just strangled Alita Tiala. Perhaps he thought to death. What did he do after the crime? Right, he tried to get rid of the body. I was just knocked out, not dead, I know. But he thought you were, baby. And so he tried to get rid of the body by hiding it. I don't know what that quote is about, and I'm just gonna go back to minding my business. From the state of this clinic in the scene of the park, I think it's clear what the good doctor did next. Well, Forehead, care to address, guess?
Well, Mr. Justice, what did Dr. Merktitz do?
Maybe he didn't think he killed Alita Tiala. Do I have evidence to show what he did next? You put him in the noodle cart, right?
Take that!
As his next move, Dr. Merktitz stole Guy Eldoon's noodle stand. What? Killing me disturbed him that much? So much he randomly stole the noodle stand to hide the body! It wasn't so random. Remember all the bowls on the clinic's foyer? Bowls that belonged inside that stand. I think it's pretty obvious, don't you? That stand was at the clinic. However, the question is, why did he remove the bowls? Maybe because the stand was heavy. Or he wanted to put something in the stand in their place. Exactly. Ah, wait, you don't mean... Yes, I do. Dr. Merktitz did replace the bowls with something. Your corpse! Not your corpse! Miss Tiala. My corpse? Dr. Merktitz panicked. He thought he killed you. His next move would be to dispose of the body. That's crazy talk. No. Let's think about it logically. The doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind, yes. But on his way there, who should he run into but the defendant Waki Kataki?
Objection!
I question your logic. What's this, Prosecutor Gavin?
The park is a dead end. Why would he head in that direction to begin with? That's right, he had no reason to go there. Oh, now I get it. It was a trick. That spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal the stand. No.
Objection!
No. Tell me, why would someone go to a dead end, right? Unless the park was his destination. Exactly. What?
Apparently the fence has an idea.
Like, he probably wanted to dump her body in the river. The river's not that far from there.
Tell us where Dr. Merkitz was heading with the stand.
Oh, no. You gonna make me do all this shit? Because there's water there, and most people like to dump bodies in the water, right?
Here, please show us on this diagram. Where exactly was the victim dragging that stand?
I mean, I would assume to dump the body here, but I could be wrong.
Here, that's a river.
Yes, Your Honor. I scarcely need to explain why. Yeah, perfect place to dispose of a body. He was going to throw me into that river. Yeah, he thought you were dead, girl! And even if not, he was just like, nah, we ain't dealing with this.
He didn't have many other options, Fraudlin.
I believe this clears up all the remaining questions. The victim pulling the stand and the defendant before him. And inside the stand, you, Miss Alita Tiala. And then the denouncement. Wesley Stickler of panty-snatching fame walks up. Seeing the two men, he shouts in that instant.
Don't do it! Don't you throw the body away in the river. It's not worth your life.
Not this. So, I shot him? You're the only one who could have stolen Waukie's pistol. It had to be you. Where does she have the gun, though?
Well, Miss Tiala?
Nice work. You mean I'm right? I mean, you've done a fine job dreaming up a story. To get that spoiled brat off the hook. You're the one who's dreaming. Apollo's backed up everything he said with facts. If you're so sure he's making it up, give us another reason. Why was Dr. Merkitz pulling that stand through the park? Who knows? But there's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows whereof I speak. Whereof what? I can't believe she's still trying to deny this.
Is this true, Prosecutor Gavin?
Must I always be the one to point out air foreheads errors? Maybe there really is something. I believe the fraudulent speaks of the doctor's car. His car? That's right, the Merkitz Clinic had that big garage. Oh no, we can explain that. No, hold everything. We can explain that because you nearly killed Phoenix with your rambunctious night of adventures and death.
Which sat a green sports car, was it?
Why would he steal the stand in the first place? If he wanted to carry a body, he would have used his car. True. So we find our victim without probable cause to steal that stand. And our defense without a case. I have an idea. You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run. It was broken. Ah, what an excellent counter-argument, Fraudulent. No, it was running. Too bad you're quite wrong. Because remember, don't tell me you've forgotten what happened to your daddy. Yeah, that part. Daddy? That's right. That night, yes. That night the car that hit Mr. Wright was that green sports car. He was knocked a good distance, like off his feet. And somehow survived.
Oh yes, I nearly forgotten about it. Afterward, he drove it back to that garage. It ran fine.
That's right. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car,
backpack. A glaring contradiction, to be sure. More glaring than your forehead. No. No!
Yeah, this is a predicament.
Order, order, order! Well, Mr. Justice, why didn't Dr. Merktitz use his car to carry the body?
That is a good question. Is that a green of surrender I hear? A groan of surrender?
Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days.
Everything I've learned.
Mr. Justice, this contradiction casts doubt on your entire case. It is truly your last chance.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Yep, just go ahead and keep saving. Because I'll have to think about this one.
The defense will explain to us what happened that night.
Someone else stole the stand. The car didn't run. He carried the body in the car. He couldn't have carried the body in the car. And I don't think anyone else stole the stand. The car did run. Right. Found in the Merktitz Clinic garage beneath a car. Huh. Because this was found. Where did the other panties go? It was found in the exhaust pipe. And his stuff was there. We know that Wesley took this, and we know that this was found beneath the car. So he was there. It couldn't have been that. So the only other thing I can think of is maybe someone else stole the stand? This is the only one that makes sense. Actually, it was someone else who stole that stand.
Why then was the victim pulling it?
Well, he would have had to steal it from someone else. This is... I am bullshitting here! Found an explanation for why he didn't use the car. Okay. Why would he carry the body in the car, though? Because Eldon wouldn't leave his stand in the middle of the park. Or would he? Maybe? I don't know. The panties were in the car. Well, in the exhaust of the car, but I'm just trying to understand. Yeah, go ahead. Just give me that one. Have an idea. It's all coming together. Is it? That night, Dr. Merktitz couldn't use his car. Okay. Because of the panties being shoved in the exhaust? In the... Like, we know Wesley was near there. But keep going. Huh, now you're making even less sense than usual. Not according to my information, Miss Tiala. Put one and one together, and the explanation is simple, is it? For
So simple. Perhaps you can show us some evidence. Show us proof why the car wouldn't run that night.
It was the panties.
Let's see now. Panties again!
I promise, it's very relevant. All sorts of things come. Please stop talking, Trucy. No more. Nope, no more. No more for you, ma'am. Please, no more. Another crime was committed the night of the murder. The theft of these panties, the latest in the string of similar thefts, actually. But that night, the snatcher was caught in the act. A brave young girl chased the thief until he hid in the Mercatus Clinic garage. What? The snatcher hid the panties there before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them.
What? They were found in the car's
Exhaust pipe, yes. Exactly. By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin. So you were here investigating?
I think I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost.
Your hog?
My motorcycle won't stop. A clogged exhaust pipe.
Too bad. It looks like such a nice bike, too. I'd believe that it could break just from that.
Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run.
My, how interesting. While Miss Diala and the doctor were struggling, the panty snatcher snuck into the Mercatus garage. From that time until the time we found these, that car wouldn't start, okay? So what's your point? What? That's why Dr. Mercatus had to use the noodle stand, right? It was the next closest thing he could think of, but how did Phoenix get hit with the car, though? not get into that. Well, Miss Diala? This wraps your doubts up quite nicely, I think.
So it does.
Where am I? I knew it. So dark. Can't see. Cramped. The pain. My throat's burning.
What's your problem?
You, Doc. I know what you did.
Ah,
Walkie?
you lied to me. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man. Wait, let me explain.
Fine. I'll give you your last request.
Listen, you're being tricked, but not how you think. It's not just me.
No! He'll ruin everything. Oh. I have to stop him. Damn. Seize this, you too. Well. Funny. This isn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well. Too bad.
There's still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from that stand?
In the silence after the shot, I heard the witness running. I believe we heard as much from Wesley Stickler. He went to use a public phone to inform the police, which is when I made my escape. Which is when you left that slipper print. Dr. Mercatus didn't bother taking my slippers off. I threw them out after I stepped in that paint, though. It was your mistake, yeah. No, my biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice. Eh? I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone would get Walkie declared guilty, it was you. Wow! You ass! You know what? Just go to jail.
I believe we reached a conclusion of sorts. Prosecutor Gavin, how is Miss Alita Tiala doing?
She's confessed to everything. We're prosecuting her arrest now. Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost. I think he already knew. He figured out she was the killer a while ago. Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you learned over the last 2 days. You lost, but I didn't exactly win either. Something the matter, forehead?
Looks like it's time to announce a verdict.
Walkie's not guilty. Yeah!
Court is adjourned.
Yippee! I know, right? Cheers. June 17th, 4:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Great job, Apollo. You did it. Yeah, we did somehow. Walkie's off the hook. Free to become the gangster he always wanted to be. Well, at least with the time he has left. Why is he rubbing his booty? Oh my god. Hey, attorney man. You gonna pay for what you did to my Alita Holmes? Not you getting mad at us. Or try to blame, I guess. You give my Alita back. Stupid pointy head attorney with a death wish.
Enough, Walkie.
Ah, Mr. Kataki.
It's high time you open your eyes, Walkie.
What do you know, old man? I think it's about time you opened yours. Giving up the life, trying to become some kind of businessman.
Don't talk about what you don't understand, Walkie.
I'm afraid the guard is going to throw them both out. If not in jail, wouldn't that be a happy ending? Hey, maybe we can help them out. We know why Mr. Kataki need to make so much money. Maybe we should tell Walkie. Oh, Walkie, Apollo has something to tell you. I do? What you mean? I was like, God, hello. What the hell? Oh my God. No way. I do? Way to put me on the spot. What's that? Show him the reason why, Apollo. Why Mr. Kataki's trying to become a businessman. Oh. You really want me to... You really want me to show this? I'm guessing this.
Take that!
Think about it, Walkie. Think about your condition. I talked with your mother, Little Plum, yesterday. It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. Oh, yeah. You're definitely getting Ace Attorney after playing the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. You liked it? You liked it. I'm so glad. Snake God. It's a great game. That's also a great little visual novel they put together. Not this, Tig. Please. She doesn't mean you aren't really, are you? Oh yes, they care about you. Right? Wasn't it so cute?
Searched the globe and I found one. A doctor who can take that bullet out of you, Walkie. But it's an expensive procedure.
Man, but you got plenty of money already, don't you?
I won't use it. It was the gangster life that did this to you, Walkie. I want to help you. I want to do it clean.
Don't you cry on me, old man. Oh, not him opening his eyes.
Please understand, Walkie.
Oh, he being real for him. He being real with him right now. Gotta admit, the Ace Attorney remasters do look nice, but you would still prefer the original sprite graphics. Still need to finish the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, though. That's understandable. That's completely understandable. This is my first time. I will say this. I played through pretty much all the games except for this one. So this is my very first one, first time going through the games. Minus the Edgeworth series because one of them hasn't been translated over. and the other one I just didn't have the means of getting at the time. But they're really great games. Highly recommend finishing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles once you go through all the other games. You don't have to, but I promise you will greatly appreciate it if you save that one for last. Like, no lie, definitely save that for last if you haven't gone through all the other games. But it is a great series. He's just like you for real. Emulator. I mean, yeah, there is emulator, but I'll put it this way. My backlog is already full. And though I may have the flightless bird to my hands, where the Miles Edgeworth games falls in terms of priority on my backlog, it's not that high. It's honestly not that high, especially if I know what happened in the games. Oh, like, this is just so sad because, like, even like I can go down the list of games that I know I could use the flightless bird or either hardware that I actually have to play certain games that I still have not touched. One of them being Fire Emblem Fates, because I still have never played those games. I would like to circle back around and play Lunatic Mode on Fire Emblem Three Houses. I still haven't played the other Fire Emblem game that came out recently with the, Crest White twins, toothpaste, characters. I still need to finish A Hat in Time. I still need to go through and finish like some other games. You know what? Actually, I can just expose myself. Here you go. You can see what's on my backlog. I forgot I have like a whole command, and also where people can see the amount of games I have that I either have started and never finished all the way, but plan on going back through and 100%ing, or just never touched and it's just been on my backlog. And I will just put it that way. You can see what I chose to expose on there. It doesn't encompass all the games, but it's roughly about a good 200, 300 on that list, and I still need to update it. So yeah. Now, you're a true fan. I never played the Edgeworth games. No. I need to. I know what happened in them, though. And that's because I'm an avid game watcher. So I do that during my spare time because I'm invested in lore. I'll just put this out there. So, like, I played the trilogy without knowing anything that happened in there. And the same with this game. I watched all the way through, which is why no one can spoil it for me. But this is my first official time playing it because I didn't have a copy of the game at the time. And it wasn't high on the priority list in terms of things I wanted to emulate, because my first emulator game was Kingdom Hearts 1. And then I got tired of it because I had a crappy computer at the time, because I tried doing that in college on a horrible laptop. And so I was just like, well, guess I'll invest on, buying a PlayStation 2. And so I did that. Played Kingdom Hearts 1. I think I played Kingdom Hearts 2 around that same period of time. I can't remember when I touched that, but I did go through both of those games. And then I remember specifically when I was still studying in university, because, I'm a computer science major. Me and a lot of my friends, emulated games. I'm not going to hide that. But we emulated a lot of retro games, like, N64, PlayStation, and a lot of stuff that was like in the past that we could either play together or either just relive because we wanted to. So yeah, we did some computer stuff. So I had a period of time where I may have done that very heavily. I've moved past that and I haven't touched emulators for a few reasons. One, if I have the means to play it on hardware, like original hardware, I will do so versus emulated. Two, I would like to support the devs for games, even though I'm not a game dev. I just know it helps contribute towards them. So I would like to avoid emulation when possible. But if you don't put it on a platform, like for instance, I'll say this because I did play that last year, Mega Man Legends. The only way I could have played that, and Jay had to reveal this to me, was if I busted out my PlayStation 3, pulled it from PlayStation Network before they removed it, just to bring it to you guys. Otherwise, I'd end up having to do what I may or may not have done to play those games. And I did. I did exactly that. They're on my PlayStation 3 right now. Because I did want to avoid that. But they didn't have it on a modern console or network to where I could play those retro games. So it's like, what do you do if you want to play a game from like the 90s or the early 2000s? There you go. So it's that situation. But yeah, that's where I, again, if I'm able to play it, and unless I'm like very motivated to play that game and I'm just like, God, I really wish I could play Digimon World right now. Like if I just really, really, really wanted to play Digimon World right now, I would find every route that I could get it legally on modern consoles. If they don't have that opportunity to me, then I may use the flightless bird. That's all I have to say. That is all I have to say. So, but yeah, but no, I have a PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 and 3 and all that. So I can play on older consoles. It's just having the means to do so sometimes. Yeah, and that as well, Snake God, which is why I wish I didn't miss out on Pokemon Soul Silver and the gold and silver versions that everybody loved. Because if you look at the price of those, good God, I ain't paying that. I could probably afford it. I'm not paying that though. I refuse. No, Tig. No, we're not having kids yet. We are not. I'm living my best life like my actual couple friend. My actual couple's friends. No. We gotta speak about this. We gotta talk about it first. I'm not giving you our kid's name. You eat, but you wish you the luck with the rest of the cases. This one's a good game, especially the final case. I know, it's so good. Highly recommend Spirit of Justice, man. It's such a good game, but enjoy the sleep. You still have your childhood copy of Heart Gold that's not getting sold for any amount of money. Hold on to it for dear life, because I would do the same. That's exactly what I did with my silver and gold copies until the battery ran out. And what's sad about that one too is I had a legitimate Celebi on my Pokemon Silver and my Pokemon Crystal copy. And because I bought those cartridges early enough to the point where Nintendo had a sort of faulty in their system with like their internal battery, it finally died. And so any and all Pokemon that I had on those cartridges got wiped from memory. And I was just like, well, there goes the memory, the actual hard copy memory that I had from going to Six Flags, where they had Pokemon Game Freak booths set up to where they would transfer a legitimate Celebi to your cartridge. And I'm not even lying, because I had to look it up, because I was like, where was this? Because I know they came here and it was like super early. Do I want to look this up again? Because it's been a minute. Event. Was it this? No. Yeah, it was this. Here it is. And you can kind of expose. I'm kind of exposing my age to some degree. But yeah, that was a thing. Because I remember I went there. They had it at Six Flags because they came to, yeah, it was Austell, Georgia. Back near that date that it says right there. And I got my legitimate Celebi on those cartridges. And now it's gone. You missed that event in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Same shit with the Gen 4 cartridges. The internal batteries got corrupted so easily. Yeah. Yeah, it was... I don't know why they had that issue. Because, like, my Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald had their internal batteries die. So you can no longer... I don't think you can save in the game or something like that. My Pokemon are still on the cartridges that they're on. But I already have auras. So I'm not so heartbroken on that. And I already poured in like a good amount of time in like rebuilding. I think that was actually when I caught my first shiny too in auras, which is Omega Ruby and Aqua Sapphire. Those games, yeah. I loved auras. Auras is so good. I wish I could go. I mean, I can go back. It's just I'm not gonna find the time to put in more hours into auras. I just personally will not do that. Honestly, Snake God. Also, hi, Raisin Delta. You used to try to trigger the event in Crystal as a kid because nobody said it was a mystery gift event. Like it pretends to save but doesn't log. Yeah, it's something like that. I can't remember. Used to pour for Six Flags. I don't even think we bought a ticket because they were like outside of where you pay for like a Six Flags ticket, if I remember correctly. Because we didn't go in and, you know, ride the rides or anything. I just convinced my mom to like, hey, drive to Austell, Georgia, because I want my Celebi. And they said they're going to have booths there. And so we did. And, you know, I remember handing over my game cartridge and they hooked up the thing and they put it on there. And I was like, yay, I got a Celebi. And then I just hopped in my mom's car and we went home. We ain't even go to Six Flags because Six Flags is expensive. Aura's Blaze, not Blaze Lock. You have to test that out on your Emerald. You haven't tried it in over a decade. You have the line through Auras minus BDSP because it's ass. Still haven't brought yourself back to play through Arceus. I still want to play Arceus. I really do. Because I heard it was such a good game, and I never circle back around to actually purchasing the game and playing the game. But I want to play Arceus at some point in time. I just don't know when, because I have that issue with my fucking backlog. It keeps expanding, and it's nowhere high on the priority list in terms of games that I want to play. So I'm making certain excuses for myself to, like, find a way to, like, eventually actually tackle those games. I just don't know when. I really don't, because I know I'm gonna have to spend the amount of hours that I spent in Sword Art Online, not me saying that, and that is a whole ass fucking lie. Pokemon Sword and Shield, good god. And Auras, because I think those are like the two Pokemon games in more recent years that I put like a lot of hours in. And then I know Arceus is going to take that away from me. I really do. Arceus is fun. You love running for your life. It's so great. Like, looking at the clips when it first dropped, I was just like, I'm missing all the fun. Enjoy the focus, Tig. Oh, yeah. That's why I was just like, dang, I wasted all my time playing Sword and Shield. And I should have just picked up Arceus. But at the same time, I would have never met Raihan and saw my sweet Nessa. I love them both. It's good, but filling out the Pokedex feels tedious to you? Oh, no, that's understandable. Before the DLC came out for Sword and Shield, Sword and Shield was the first game that I actually completed the Pokedex for. Because all my coworkers were also playing the games. So some of us had Sword, some of us had Shield. And so we would get as far as like beating the game and like collecting whatever mons were in our particular copy of the game. And any mons that we were missing or that they were missing, we just traded. And so I got like a good majority of those Pokemon just because we were still in the office at the time. We were able to just like literally turn around because they were in the same cubicle row as me and just be like, hey, you want to trade Pokemon? And that's exactly what we did. Have you played Scarlet? No, I haven't. I haven't played. Sword and Shield was pretty much the last Pokemon game that I touched in recent years. I have not played any of the other Pokemon games that dropped since then. So, and that's just because I love Pokemon, don't get me wrong. But I've had an on-off relationship with it since Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. And that's just because I hate to kind of say it, but it's also pretty true. Pokemon is more so a nostalgia factor for me, where it's just like, I remember the memories. I spent a lot of time with it. I love it. But I've gotten to a point where I kind of like got burnt out and outgrown it in a sense. So after Emerald, Sapphire, and Ruby, I skipped the next generation, which was 4. And then I went straight to 5 because a friend had bought, I think black for me. He bought black for me and like white for another friend, because our birthdays were like right next to each other. And so we, we played the games then. And then I had another period where I just did not play the games. And then Sun and Moon came out and I played those for a bit. And then Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee came out. No, I'm skipping ahead. Then, so after Black and White, I think that's when I got into Pokemon Go at the time. It was around that weird period of like Pokemon Go had came out, and then also Pokemon was doing like their myths where they were giving people like the codes on the cards at GameStops or EB Games, depending on where you resided in the world. And so I had played Pokemon Go and got addicted to that for like the first iteration of Pokemon Go. After I got into like my wild accident that I had where somebody had rammed into somebody and they ended up backing into me on an interstate. I'll tell that story another time if you've never heard that. But after that, I never picked up Pokemon Go again because I had to go drive like, a good 45 minutes away from where I lived just to go to, people who live in Georgia know what I'm talking about. And if you play Pokemon Go, you probably would have either seen me up there or known the event that was happening. There's a place called the Prado that's like up in Sandy Springs, Georgia. And they had like 4 Pokestops like right next to each other and then like a 5th one somewhere. That was like Pokemon Go's like haven for places. And also those businesses around there, haven, because people would literally drive up there, park their cars, spend hours like either sitting on the sidewalks, visiting various establishments. We even had like the ambulance. I still have like a video where the ambulance, while they were on their break, came out. They were even playing Pokemon Go with us for a bit before they hopped into their truck and drove away. So that's how serious it was. And I would spend like, I literally would like hop off of work or either during a weekend. I wouldn't go during the weekday because I had to get up for work the next day. But because I had Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, I would spend my Friday driving up there at around like 6 p.m., staying there till like 2 a.m., driving home, go to bed, and then get up the next day, go back out there around like noontime just to spend out there. Like, I spent so many hours at the Prado, and I have Blurta and other people who I hung out with at that time to thank for all that nonsense, because I was climbing up places like Stone Mountain, going through woods. Like, that was the place that period of my life where I got like the best exercise of my life, because I was just out and about and just traveling the different parts of my state just to play Pokemon Go. And now it's just like, I can't be bothered because it's too much. But eventually what ended up happening with the Prado is businesses started, well, one business, I should say, started to complain. And I don't know if other businesses started to as well. But they were just like, they got tired of people taking up parking spots. They got tired of people, like, I guess, like, getting in the way of, like, all that. And so eventually the Prado just died and diminished. So, like, they got rid of the Pokestops on the map. It's no longer a hot spot for people to play Pokemon Go. Now I guess they just go somewhere else where there's a whole bunch of Pokestops that they can spin and rack up on Pokemon. But after that, I didn't pick up Pokemon Go again, and I also didn't play Auras, but it was during the same period that I also picked up Auras and played with like the different myths and collected them and traded them on Reddit because I was doing mischievous things there just to get like, you know, rare Pokemon from other people. And after that, I played Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. And then from there, I played Sword and Shield, Pokemon Sword and Shield. And then after that, I wanted to pick up the next game, but I had gotten so burnt out on basically going gung-ho with like Sword and Shield and like spending like roughly about like a month to like several weeks doing raids and hunting for shinies and trying to hatch Pokemon, that I was just like, okay, well, I'm putting the game down now. I'm moving on to other games. So that's what you do with rare Pokemon. Listen, I still got like cards with what was it? Was it Lugia? No, it was Arceus. Was it Arceus? I had some Pokemon that I got from like the Myths thing that they were handing out. That I got like a whole bunch of cards. I need to see if I got those cards still. I don't know where they are, if so. But yeah, that was my last period of Pokemon, of going really hard on playing the games. But now it's just like, you're gonna have to really convince me to play the games now. Do people still play Pokemon Go? They do. My friends do. I don't. I no longer have the app on my phone, but usually whenever my IRL friends get together and we're like hanging out at each other's house, or even when we're touring the world and we're going on vacation to places like Canada and Maui, they're like, "Ooh, let's see if we can get the Alolan version of the Pokemon." I'm like, we're on vacation and you're out here trying to get like specific fucking Pokemon in different regions of the world. Y'all are still invested in this. I gave up hope a long time ago. What the hell? Play just the battle. Oh my God. They'll do that too. They'll also do like community day. And so like there's a place out here that they go to for community day just to get like certain Pokemon, and I'm just like, I'm so over it. I'm so glad y'all keep up with it, but I'm so fucking over Pokemon Go. Like, you can't pay me enough to go back to that game. I'm good. You played Crystal, Emerald, and Pearl, but every next game you played through once. Yeah, I retired with Ash, sadly. But I will say, like, a friend recently was just like, hey, we should do like a Nuzlocke together, and I was like, yeah, we'll do that. I'm fine with doing that. But finding the time to kind of sync up our schedules right now is difficult. But it is something that I would like to do because I'm doing it with somebody versus it just being me solo dolo. And I have no like straight tethers to the game. You played Alola 4 times and you got all 4 games, you think? Or at least... Oh, that's right. I forgot they had Sun and Moon and then like Ultra Sun and Moon. Yeah, I did play that for like a very brief second. It wasn't long because it was basically playing the same game over again. I was like, I'm not doing this to myself. I can't. Scarlet Nuzlocke, you're actually quite right, Crow, because that's what we were talking about. So I don't know when it's going to happen because, again, I have to figure out my life and they also have to figure out their life and then like also schedules. So it's kind of one of those things that's like, yeah, it's in the air right now. But when we get to it, we'll get to it and it'll be a fun time. So you didn't live near any Pokestops and didn't drive at the time, so it wasn't very fun. Fun game? No, that's understandable. Oh, be glad because, oh man, I forgot. There was one time where I was in the office And when I was addicted to Pokemon Go, so there was a Pokestop that was kind of near to where I worked. And so every now and then I would get a chance to spin it or have like a certain Pokemon spawn. And I remember there's an Eevee that had a high CP, and I was like, I want this Eevee. I want this so bad. And so while I was on my phone playing it, there was, I think, 1 to 2 supervisors that were in my area. And so while I was trying to play the game, the Eevee ended up escaping. And mind you, I'm a competitive player. You would know this when it comes to Splatoon, which I haven't streamed on this channel for quite some time. If I'm very invested in a game, sometimes certain words slip out of my mouth. In the way I almost said a loud fuck in front of 2 supervisors at my job. I was just like, I cannot do this here. And it'll be like, Blaze, do we need to talk? No, we don't. No, we don't. It's nothing. It's not important. Don't worry about it. Oh, can you join the Nuzlocke with interference then? Possibly. We shall see. We shall see. This hairstyle he has is so wild. Just how does he do his hair? Listen, this just requires a lot of faith and moose. And, you know, as Naruto would say, believe it. Are you about to cry? Waki, please. But man, I see how it is. Old man, always looking out for Waki. Listen good, old man. One day, I'm gonna take you out. Then we'll see who's the OG. You try to hide in your business suit. I'll find you. Stupid old geezer. My Waki. Oh, that's just his way of saying he loves him. No, it's as it should be. He is a little fox. Mr. Kataki, I liked him more without the puppy dog eyes. I know. I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words. What the hell is on his shirt? You talking about the little fox on his apron? Or are you talking about like behind him? Because I don't know what's on his shirt. But I know a professional job when I see one. Thank you. Ooh, me? I don't think... Oh yes, it is the blue badger with the beard. It was that. It's exactly that. Exactly that, Raisin Delta. Because I saw that, I was like, not you got the blue badger with the beard and some shades. Like, I just... I'm sick! I'm sick! Someday, I'll bake you one of our latest... The Kentucky lime pie! Bam, 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 bam. Yo, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome in, Raiders. Hi, if you don't know me, I'm Blazette Midnight, your casual Dragon Queen VTuber here on Twitch, and we were playing some Apollo Justice. We were earlier talking about Pokemon games, and then we had to pivot back to the game because I need to finish this. I just want to finish this chapter and then be able to go back to watching my horror stories before bed. But welcome in. And also, how was your stream, Angel, if you're still here? But also, if you need to raid and run, I completely understand. Your mental and physical health comes first. But welcome in, Raiders. If you don't know me, I do have a lovely little raid video I like to show people just so you get to know me a little bit more. So, enjoy!
My path is the only path I can take. Yeah, I know it's chosen. There ain't no easy road. Gotta create it. It's not given. I'm just living. I'm just living. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through Shake it up your seat, hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going, hold the drive. Let the downside up to top notch, whatever haters do. Hot top that, do it like this, do it like that, do it like how it did, but now I do it like what?
Feed your artist.
Determination, like just imagine things that happen. Set the ass laughing, you go bet, please gotta keep asking. Losers terribly active facto. What you don't possess, it's not in stores. I work my ass while you in a bed snore. Turning dust to gold, hardcore. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it up your seat, hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going, hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it up your seat, hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going, hold the drive.
Right? Because they show them so long with this on his face. And so I'm over here just like, yeah, these are just his eyes. And then you actually see the man open his eyes and you're like, oh, those are not his eyes. He's opening a pie shop? So long. Take care, Mr. Kataki. Good lord. And he was gone. Well, let's head back, Apollo. To the Right Anything Agency. Hey, since when do I work at your agency? Oh, we make a good team. Don't just stand there, let's get going. Huh? Why not? She did help me out. And there's a few questions that still need answers. Like this power of mine that she showed me. And my bracelet. If anyone can help me figure it out, it's her. Oh yes, she can. She definitely can. No, I'm not alluding to anything. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. But I am. Though I can't say I care much for what her father has. Wow! Oh, that's right. We have to go someplace first. Huh? Where? Why, to claim our reward from Mr. Eldoon. Ah, salty noodles, right. He got his stand back already. Oh, and after that, you can come see my show. With a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat. You gonna pull that man out again? Okay. Oh, it's special, alright? Please, anything but him. The secret of Tsukuyomi? Yay! We did it! Oh, absolutely. Please save our progress. Please save it. Yes. Yes, continue on to the next episode. Is this Clavier? Oh, that's right. I remember this case. This did not take long for me to remember. Rock on, everyone. This party's not over yet. Get out of your handkerchiefs for the special guests. That's right, baby. The night's just getting started. Thank you for coming to the Gaviniers Guilty as Charged tour. This ends the first part of tonight's show. There will now be a 20-minute intermission. July 7th, 8:05 p.m. Backstage hallway. This is so cool. Us at a Gaviniers concert. Huh? Did you say something? My ears are still ringing. The Gaviniers putting the sick back in music. Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice. Sing us those tickets at 20% off. They're hard to get a hold of, you know. When you invite people to a concert, it's usually free. Let's head to his dressing room, Apollo. You know, like we're a couple of VIPs. I've always dreamed of being a VIP at the Gaviniers show. Trucy? You didn't know who Prosecutor Gavin was before that case. Exactly. You remember this too? Yeah, this is gonna be a good case. What kind of fan doesn't know the lead vocalist's name? Oh, this guy. Well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in. Clavier. What a lovely name. He's so dreamy. Yeah, but I'm a girl. I'm supposed to swoon over God, so what? What do you mean? Trucy, please. Don't be stereotyping yourself, honey. She's so precious, but at the same time, I'm fighting her. God awful, maybe. I bought all their stuff on the way home from the trial. I got 12 Governors albums and 15 concert videos. Oh, that is a statement. I have a feeling what I probably meant to say during that, but you know what? That's a fine statement. That was quite a bit of impulse shopping. I got an advance on my next 15 years worth of allowance. For Mr. Wright, that sounds like a real act of generosity. Not lying like it's oxygen. Who would have imagined here? At the Governor's concert, watching Prosecutor Gavin rock. To be honest, he was kinda cool, and I'm kind of envious. Not that I ever admit that to Trucy. July 7th. Governor's dressing room. Oh, hi. Ah, you made it. Mr. Gavin, thanks so much for the tickets. And the invoice you sent along. Damn! You were incredible up on stage, Mr. Gavin. Nothing like music to brighten the mood after a trial job. And we're almost ready for our next act. I'm looking forward to it myself. Lovmura's singing, right? The siren of the ballad. Oh yeah. A flyer said she flew all the way over for the show. That's right. I happened to catch her show while overseas. Her voice is divine. I knew I had to invite her to perform with us. Lovmura says, you praise me too highly. Oh, hello. Whoa, who's this guy? He's huge. Allow me to reintroduce Mr. Romain Letos. Lovmura's manager and her interpreter, incidentally. It's a great honor for us to be here. A great honor for Lovmura to be heard in this country. Ooh, child, the hell? That voice. I wish I could Oh, that's... Yeah. Yeah, the memories are coming back. Oh, jeez. Oh my fucking God, the memories! Oh! I'ma shut up. I'ma shut the hell up. I'm shutting the hell up. Ooh, it's Lovmura. I'm actually meeting Lovmura. I love their design. Mysterious songstress. Her quiet, deep song glides through the air, lifting above a sparse but elegant piano accompaniment. Now this is music. She's a real artist. Lovmura says, we have long looked forward to this joint performance. This fucking chapter made you close the gate for a week because of these kids. Listen, I don't blame you. Ah, Lovmura, your voice. It is art. Yet without his piano to guide me, it is but a voice. Oh, I wish I didn't know what I knew about the Ace Attorney series. I really do. I really do. I really wish I did not play through all the games right now. God damn it! Seen this kid somewhere before. He plays piano at all the Lovmura's concerts. He's cute and he's really a good pianist. Good pianists are a dying breed, I hear. Allow me to introduce Machi Tobaye. He's blind. This is why he never strays far from Lovmura. They're always together. They're like characters from some fairy tale. Laura's so, what's that word? Exotic and mysterious. She does seem quite pretty, at least her eyes do. Hers is a kind of sight-seeing musique. Huh? She travels the globe, putting the sights she sees into song. Even though her appearance and her voice are exalted, her songs remind us of something close and warm. Sights into song? That's so poetic. She was gracious enough to put music in my lyrics tonight. The guitar serenade. I hope you enjoy it. I can't wait! And now it is time for the next part. We're giving the Gaviners hard rock a little rest. Lovmura, the stage is yours. Band members will not play during Lovmura's ballad. Only Machi's tender tones and Lovmura's dulcet voice. And my guitar, of course. Woohoo! Nights like this make it all worthwhile, you know. She'll learn to play the guitar. There's not much romance in Chords of Steel. Shall we hit the stage, then? Good luck, Mr. Gavin. Take care. Your hearts aren't stolen away, cha. Make no promises. Let's get back to the concert hall, Polly. Sugar, sugar, oh, that night in your embrace, when you stole away the keys, my heart held on so tight. Pleasure, but a fleeting melody. It wraps itself around me, and now through the air I fly. Whoa. Burning on in my heart, fire, burn my love away, all away, like a bullet of love. Fire, take my life away, all away. Guitar, guitar, up together to the goddamn sky. It's the fire for me, Gavin, please. She has the voice of a Tamagotchi live characters. July 7th, 9:05 p.m. backstage hallway. Wow, wasn't Lovmura amazing? I sniffled, I cried. I even cried a little. Surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned his guitar. I don't think he did that purposely. Yeah, that even surprised me, and I'm a magician. I don't think that was supposed to happen. What a production. What a destruction, yeah. I don't think Prosecutor Gavin was expecting it either, oddly. Yeah. I would think so. He looked as surprised as I was. Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? Oh, no, I knew what you meant. Mason Delta. I knew. I think he's my new hero. I'm not sure I'd call that art. You would think. Well, what are we doing here? Let's get going to Mr. Gavin's dressing room. There's 20 minutes till the last part of the show. How many breaks does this band need? You know what? Go ahead. Go ahead, game. July 7th, Gaviner's dressing room. What the heck was that? I was never consulted about it. Sorry, Mr. Gavin, sir. I've asked the man in charge. I play new rock, not great balls of fire! Oh my god! Speaking of fire, I have a good mind to fire whoever's responsible. He seems upset. Oh, yeah, I would be too if my shit caught on fire spontaneously. Apollo Justice, were you the one who tried to torch? No, why would he? Okay, give me one reason why he torched your ass. Via your guitar. If anything, he'd probably, start a fire on that tip of your hair right there. But that's just me. That's just me. Why would I burn a guitar that you're holding when I can just set fire to your hair with a smile? Hey, I didn't do it. So much for risking your life for art. The guitar serenade is ruined. Well, let's try to talk to him at least. I'm not so sure. I'm not sure that's the best move right now. Well, he's mad, and so you know what? We'll let him stew in that for just a bit longer because it is the end of stream. So, unfortunately, I have to leave things here because I need to take care of some other things. I won't be live tomorrow, and I think the next stream that I have scheduled for next week will be roughly Tuesday with some more Hakuoki. So you get to see me scream over hot men once more. So if you want to see hot samurais and me scream over or act a fool in front of them, make sure to drop by. But thank you so much for hanging out with me, and also thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. But if you stuck around long enough to see the end of stream and you like what you saw here today, please feel free to peep my socials. I do reside on Twitter. I do have a Beaskeety Blue Sky account, and I do have a YouTube channel where I do offline gameplay. But also, if you want to peep some of the previous streams that I've done and also see funny moments from stream, I do have a Clips and VODs channel where you can get your haha hee hee hoo hoos from. And I have a TikTok. So there are all the ways that you can follow me and support the content that you see here. But we're gonna go find someone to raid. I gotta send y'all somewhere. I don't know where yet, but we'll figure it out. Bam. Oh. I have a few places that I could send y'all to. Hello? Oh, it's because it's low. Because I've been using these headphones for so long. It's like, no, you gotta charge us. What's wrong with you? You gotta charge us today. Dun 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 dun. You know what? I think we shall see. We gonna go say hi to Sleepy Riri. They are playing one of my favorite nostalgia games, which is Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door. So go say hi to Riri. I will see you guys, like I said, again, roughly Tuesday. But copy one of these raid messages. We'll go show them some love. I'm going to be in there for just a bit before I tap out for the night because I need to go contact to some folks. And I've been awake and live since like 11 this morning. I'm tired. I want to sleep. But yeah, go show Riri some love. I will see you guys Tuesday for some Hakuoki vibes. But enjoy your weekend. Say hi to someone you love and do crimes. Only once this week. Only once. No more than that. You do any more than that, that's too much. You save that for the week after. In any case, you guys take care. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.